Good afternoon, Sean Hewitt here from the Trusted Business Community Association. And today I'm joined by Phillip Boyce from PB Elite Coaching. Phillip is one of our premier partners here at the association, and he covers the entirety of the East Anglian region, really, and home counties as well. So he covers throughout Essex, Suffolk, Norfolk, and even touches into London and parts of Kent too. Wherever there's a need for what Phillip offers, Phillip is there to support those who require his services. Phillip is a tennis mindset coach. He helps tennis players, both amateur and professional, successfully unlock their mind by breaking through their barriers that are preventing them from their own success on the tennis field. But it doesn't just mean on the tennis courts. It doesn't mean that it's just there, because mindset can often play a big part in our performance before we've even got to the actual match in front of us. So it's in life in general as well. Phillip, welcome to our interview here on YouTube. How you doing, mate?
I'm very well, thank you, Sean. Thank you for having me here today.
You're more than welcome. I've been looking forward to this because I'm a big advocate in sport, and I love sport, and I know how much mindset can play a big part. Now, you were looking, I'll just take the people listening in, I'll take them back a little bit. When you first joined us, you were offering this service to professional sports and amateur sports individuals to a much wider audience. So pretty much sort of anyone in sport. But you've niched down recently, haven't you?
Yes, that is correct. Yes, I have.
Do you want to tell us why? So those listening in, why that niche has happened and what your background is, and perhaps give us a little bit more meat round the bone, shall we say, about Phillip Boyce and PB Elite Coaching.
Yes, of course. So as Sean was saying, I started off working with sports mindset coaching. So working across the board, any sport, any person, professional, amateur, anywhere. But I've niched down recently to tennis mindset coaching, purely due to my past within the sport. I played tennis since I was 13. It's a big passion of mine, and it's a sport I've got a lot of knowledge of in that sense of the word. I've been at the same club since I was 15. Still a member there. Now I'm 39. So it's been a good number of years. Some would say I'm part of the furniture in that sense of the word. But I've been lucky to experience a lot of different things in terms of being able to win trophies. I've won trophies at my tennis club. Come runner-up a number of times as well. Men's doubles titles, mixed doubles runner-up, men's doubles runner-up as well. So a little bit of pedigree there as well. So it's putting myself in that position of using my mindset, using the knowledge from all of the years that I've been playing, and now being able to give back, to be it, I don't know, young aspiring players to experienced players who are, I don't know, in the middle of a slump and they're looking to push through and see what they can do in the future. So there's multiple different elements there from kind of where I've been to where I am now.
Awesome. Recently, obviously, you joined us last year as a regional premier partner, and at the start of this year, for those listening in, we always hold annual awards. And the annual awards that we hold are open to the public for those who have used different companies' services or bought products from them. And it's the consumer world out there get involved in voting for the members of the association. Well, we're talking to an award-winning member here of the association, because even though he only joined us last year, the voting for as a new business of the year because Philip's business is a fairly fledgling business, if we're honest. I mean, it's not been going long. It's not been going 20 years or anything like that. But it's a fledgling business because he's brought the passion that he's got in tennis into the mindset area to help others get through, and become winners. But Philip, you're a winner as well, because you picked up that new business of the year award with us, and that was down to your the experience that you've given others, because those that you've worked with were the ones that voted for you, and those that voted for you voted in their numbers, and it gave you the amount of votes that to take that, if you like, that title, instead of coming runner up in the men's doubles and the mixed doubles. You became the winner here at the association. So congratulations, firstly, for doing that. And I know that took you a little bit by surprise when you realised you'd won the award. And it wasn't until the day of the awards that you picked that up and you realised you had gained that accolade. But what I want to touch on is the experience and the successes of those people that put your name forward, because you must have meant something to them and given them some of those, to give what you've done for them. They voted for you, and that is a great accolade in itself, because those that you're working with are saying, Philip is I want to cast my vote for PB Elite Coaching because I've worked with Philip. He's given me this. He's great mindset coach. I can now go into tournaments whatever, but with a more clearer mindset. Tell us a little bit about the success stories that caused all those votes to come flooding in, mate.
There's been various success stories kind of over the time I've had my business. One of the big ones for me was working with, this before I went to tennis mindset purely, but working with a young swimmer. She was competitive swimmer. She kind of had a lack of motivation, and kind of performance anxiety as well. She was trying to get over these various hurdles that she was looking at, and we kind of delved into the reasons why she was feeling this way. And it was the basis of what we found out was she got comfortable where she was, and she didn't push herself out of her comfort zone. She didn't try and achieve more. She just, I suppose, in a way, plateaued where she was. So it was through delving into this kind of performance anxiety, the lack of motivation, that was kind of, what can we do to gain that motivation? What can we do to inspire you to push forward, to achieve more, to do more in that sense? And yeah, since she's pushed on, competed at a higher level to what she ever did before, and she seems really, really happy now competing compared to where she was before.
Do you think we can get comfortable, can't we? I think, and I suppose in a way that's sort of I mean, I'm no specialist in the human mind, but from someone who plays sport, even at my tender age of 57 this year, I'm still playing competitive football. I play pool. I enjoy sports of all types. I follow and watch many different sports, tennis being one of them. I actually love Wimbledon. It's one of my favorite times of the year. I'm like, great, we've got Wimbledon coming on. So I do love all types of sport, but still play competitively in the football arena, both at all age level and at vets level. I play pool every week, and I'm in a hustler league. Now I know that we talk about practicing, and you get to a level, and it's, from my point of view, I would think that somebody who's thinking maybe they've got there, and that's where they've reached that pinnacle of success, and then stops pushing, that must have a downward effect on their performance. My thoughts would be, because I can't see anyone, I certainly couldn't do it myself. If I thought I'm the best player, which I'm not, but if I thought I was the best player, and I then stopped pushing to become even better than I am, even though I feel I'm at that most competitive edge, my mindset would take me into too much of a relaxed mode, and I'd probably start not performing as strongly as I could do it with a different mindset attached to it. So I get why where her dipping down needed you to come in and sort of put the foundations back in there, and maybe strip it back down to where are you, where are you at, where do you want to be, how far do we want to go, and get her thinking positively again.
That's certainly the case, and even from her and her sport, as I said, being swimming, too, you look at pro tennis players, your Roger Federers, your Rafa Nadals. Even over the years, they've had to reinvent themselves, reinvent their games. With obviously all the young players coming through, different challenges, different perspectives, and they've said we wouldn't be where we are today if we hadn't have pushed and have kept trying to improve. So there is no rest, and obviously, as you well know, even within business, you've got to keep developing. You've got to push yourself out of your comfort zone. You've got to learn new things and to be the best you can. So it can work in sport, it can work in business. It's life in that sense, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the world doesn't stop spinning, so we can't sit still, can we? Let's be honest. We've got to keep pushing. And I think, it's, keep moving forward is the message, isn't it? It's, keep pushing, keep moving forward. So tennis is your key area. Obviously, you've talked about the passion and where that's come from, obviously being a successful tennis player yourself over the years. And still part, like you said, part of the furniture. So you're very much heavily involved in that. What got you into tennis in the first place?
I've always, even growing up, I've always had a passion for sport, and being active, and it was also a social tool when I was younger as well. When I first joined my tennis club, I joined with a guy that I still know, still a friend of mine, that I went to primary school with, and also some guys I went to senior school with. So as I said, it was a way of socialising, but it's a way of being active, and exercising and everything as well. And obviously from there, I learned more about the game. I wanted to push myself further, challenge myself further, and hence obviously entering tournaments. Even when I was younger, I entered a LTA tournament that was up at Gidea Park, many years ago. Sadly lost in the first round, but we won't go there. But it's always, as I said, always been a passion, to be active, to keep fit, in a sense of the word. So it's come from that, really, just being able to socialize and keep fit at the same time.
Yeah, just become a passion. That initially started out as an interest, and then it's just become part. It sort of runs through your veins now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, fair play. Philip, it's been lovely chatting to you, but we obviously want people to know how and where to get hold of you. Obviously, anyone who is arena, you're more than obviously happy to talk to anybody who's looking to either up their game or feel that they need some extra strength in mind to get them through either a big tournament coming up or something along those lines. I'm sure you'll be able to help those. But for those that are listening in and could reach out to you, covering the regions that you cover, that East Anglia Home Counties region, and that's a big area of the United Kingdom. And I'm sure that if someone wanted to talk to you on a one-to-one basis online, it doesn't mean to say that you're totally restricted to that location either. Can you tell us where to find you?
You can book a call through my website. I've got a feature on there. My website is www.pbelitecoaching.com. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn under the same name, PB Elite Coaching. By all means, drop me a message. We can organise a call and talk through what you're going through. So, yeah.
No, absolutely brilliant. And of course, as a member of the association at Premier level, you can also find him in our directory. So, you know, and you'll find the directory at www.trustedbusinesscommunity.com. We're here on YouTube, and obviously anyone who's listening in who's enjoyed this interview, there's more to come. There's a whole host of other interviews previously in our space on YouTube. So don't forget to like and subscribe below on this one. Like this interview, subscribe to our channel, and follow all of the amazing, talented, trusted professionals that are part of the Trusted Business Community Association. I'd like to thank everyone for listening in. I'd like to thank Phillip Boyce for the opportunity to interview you today, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've been looking forward to having a good catch up and a chat with you, and also congratulating you personally, on a personal level, for that award-winning performance at the tail end of, obviously, January, when we had the award ceremony.
Thanks
so
very
if you're
much,
looking
Sean,
for an award-winning tennis coach, Phillip Boyce is your man. Look out for PB Elite Coaching, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and the Trusted Business Community Directory. That's where you'll find him. That's where he hangs out. Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye for now.